right, guys, I got a nice little treat for you in this video. I know many of you in TitanX are not going to like this, but trust me, it's for your own good, so do pay attention. Those that are interested in getting into TitanX, watch it before you jump in. And then what we're going to do is get into ways that you will essentially be guaranteed some gains in the crypto space. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome to this video. And in this video, we are going to not just talk about Titan X, but I'm going to give you guys some ideas to start recovering and recouping the losses that you're incurring in platforms like Titan X and these other DeFi projects. Okay, so if you follow me in this video, what I'm going to be sharing with you makes 100% sense. And I'm going to share with you some resources that might help you catch a better understanding of why you've been losing in this space and then why you can begin winning. Okay, so let's start with this TitanX chart. You guys know a few days ago I posted a video about TitanX warning you guys that this is just another pump and dump. You're seeing this price go up only for whales and those that have gotten in before you to start being able to cash out on your back. Okay, so that's why I say, guys, never chase after green candles. And in addition to that, I say never buy a token that developers are able to generate for free. They can print this out of thin air. It's worthless, means nothing, and then they give it to you for your money. You do not want to get caught up in this, guys. So congratulations to you guys that have started selling off your positions here. If you're completely out of DeFi, trust me, I understand. I did the same thing with Elephant Money. You know, I sold off my positions at a loss. But you know what I did, guys? I took my assets out at a loss and I put them into Bitcoin immediately. And because I did that, that was like in October of 23. Because I did that, expecting another bull run to follow, I have recouped my losses out of Elephant Money, and now I'm in gains. And that's simply because of Bitcoin's price appreciation alone. Okay, so for you guys that are losing out, and I don't care if it's TitanX, DripX, MSS, DragonX, whatever token you are entertaining in DeFi, do not buy it. Okay, if they are creating this token out of thin air, do not fall for it. We're going to talk about some things in this video that may help you have a better chance of winning, but I'm going to start with sharing with you guys a guaranteed way to win if you play it properly, and that, guys, is in Bitcoin. Now, people grow up, and unfortunately, you know, it takes growing up and catching some wisdom before you start making smart decisions. I'm in my 50s. Um, a lot of you guys that follow me are critical thinkers, and you're in your 40s. So you've had some life experiences to where you're like, hey, I'm tired of all the BS. I want some legit ways to make money. So therefore, my content resonates with you. Now, I know you 20, 30-year-olds want to make money too, but you think you're going to do it by following after these DeFi projects and getting rich quick. Trust me, guys, that is not going to happen. It happens for a small percentage, maybe 1 or 2% of people, particularly developers, influencers, and those that are just um, throwing their money out and have a lot of money to invest in different projects, right? They may luck up, but for the bulk of investors, you are going to end up just serving as exit liquidity for these guys, and you're going to lose your money. So one thing I really encourage you guys to do is learn and understand Bitcoin. And the other day I came across this lady here, Susan Velez. I don't know her personally. I just checked out the video, and I can feel her channel, right? Because she's in her 50s. She just hit 50 or something like that. She's a typical worker, working at Home Depot, or she had to go back to the workforce, and now she's working for Home Depot. But she is dedicated to start dollar cost averaging her way into Bitcoin. And why? Because she has done her research. She has not watched any Mystify videos. She took it upon herself after seeing so many of her other friends making money in Bitcoin, or so many other people making money in Bitcoin. It's like, hey, this actually deserves my attention. So she took the time and effort and started buying Bitcoin about 3 months ago. Again, I have no affiliation or association with this lady. She has none with me. She's probably never even heard of me, right? But I'm sharing this with you guys to give you a perspective, because I love the way she shared it in this video. And she's talking from a perspective of someone that is not rich, sitting on a lot of money, or whatever the case is, but she's a working class individual that has done her research. And you can check out this video and see what she's doing. And I've been preaching Bitcoin to you guys for well over a year now. Drip Coach has as well, and he's giving you different perspectives of different developers, different um, users, advocates of Bitcoin, and things like that. So if you want to check out more information, head out to Drip Coach channel. But do check this out. If you are not fully convinced about Bitcoin, consider her reasoning for getting into Bitcoin. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I've told you before in previous videos, I have taken money out of Bitcoin to invest in different projects. And after years of doing that, I can show that my portfolio is much better had I left everything in Bitcoin and continued to purchase Bitcoin than trying out all these other crappy projects. Okay. So check out this video here. You can do a YouTube search on why I started buying Bitcoin. This comes up, or just do a search on Susan Velez and check out her video. Now, that's the safest bet. So if you exit out of TitanX before the price really plummets and you really sustain some major losses, because what over the past few days has lost over $1 million in liquidity, um, get into Bitcoin. Okay. Furthermore, I'm going to talk about our Bitcoin wallets. Okay. And I want you guys to see this review, because this review was done by a fat mouse back in over a year ago now, guys. And I want you to see, you can come out here, it's high yield BTC on Trustpilot. And this is the best explanation that I could share with you guys on investing. He understands, he's given some key points on why he is very comfortable with the wallets. But check this out. Since it is in Bitcoin, I don't have to watch the charts every hour and hope I get out before the token loses all value. This is what you risk, guys, when you're investing in these DeFi projects. You're buying a token that can pump and dump at any given minute. Elephant money, that went from millions of dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars right in an instant. This is what you're risking, guys, and you don't have to do this in Bitcoin. Also, you don't have to worry about that with the wallet, because the wallets are generating more Bitcoin for you over the course of time, and you don't have to sit around and watch it. He says it's actually very relaxing, and I hadn't realized how on edge I was in all the other projects. All right, and he even goes on to say, hey, try out the project, put in a small amount, make some profit, and that light bulb moment will go off. Many of you guys don't understand how it works, but guess what? It works, and it works effectively. Okay. If you come in with the right strategy, you are pretty much guaranteed success in the crypto space. Okay. So even if you don't have a lot of money to invest, the wallet, using the wallet doesn't matter. You can come in early, you can come in late. You can come in with a high amount of money, you can come in with a low amount of money, as low as $20, right? And you're going to be able to generate money on the same playing field as everybody else in the wallet. There's no getting in early, getting out early, none of that. Okay. So, with that said and done, we have discussed the guaranteed way, get out of TitanX and all these other crappy DeFi projects and get into a solid asset like Bitcoin. $2.3 trillion, guys, in circulation. All right. That many of us don't even think or consider the trillions of dollars, right? We might cap out at billions of dollars, but we're talking about trillions. Okay. So, with that said, if you continue to have that DeFi or that degen mindset where you just got to make a lot of money and willing to risk it, like I say, get into Bitnest. And I'm going to show you guys a video because I'm in Bitnest, right? I chose to get in because, I checked it out. I understand that it's a high risk, but I also see that it's paying out in a stable coin in Tether, right? USDT. So it's not a crap token that I have to hold and pray that it goes up in value and make money that way. No, it's just kicking out interest to the tune on a 28-day loop. You get 24%. Okay. So I recorded this video this morning. You see today is 6:26. This happened about what, an hour ago. I did record this loop here ending. So this is the wallet on Bitnest, that 49C2, and this is my wallet 49C2, and it automatically cashed out. I put in 100, I get back $109, and this here was on a 14-day loop. Okay, so I'm gonna just play this out so you guys can see how it essentially completed. This ended up going away and automatically putting those funds in that wallet. So rather than sit and wait, I am going to fast forward it a little bit because it took about a minute, but you see it's 5:25 now. It took about a little bit over a minute to finalize. So, once it went away, let me go back a little bit. So right here it was complete. It went away from this loop first, or this listing first. So it did that. It removed it from here, and shortly later, it put in that $109 into this wallet. 5, 4, 3, there we go. All right, so it did that automatically, guys. So if you really want to risk some capital and make some good gains, this right here, this Bitnest play, is the way to go about it. And if you notice here, I have another 14-day loop that should be ending in another close to 4 hours or so. And I will be investing more money into this protocol just because it's kicking out such great returns and is doing so flawlessly. I don't have to come out here and watch it. I just come out here and play with it. Do I recommend it? No. What I recommend is you get into Bitcoin and stay in Bitcoin. But because this is such a good play, right? I mean, it just makes sense to play it. And even more so because I've devised a way to pull out even more, a greater percentage from Bitnest, because right now the max is paying out is 24%. Well, I've gotten strategies to where I can pull out 28%, 30%, 35%, even up to 40%, above 40%, guys. And I'm going to share that with you guys in just a moment. But just know that as of now, these wallets are kicking out some returns. So if you only want to come out here, play with a couple of dollars, feel free to do so. I'm not even going to ask you to join under my link because none of you have done it anyway, and I really don't care. I self-refer, and I'm able to make more returns that way. Okay, so I'm done with that one. And in that regard, this right here, guys, is how I'm able to assess the returns. Okay, so if I follow up, guys, next month, and I'm going to do this with, once my current position's in, because I want to pull out the money that's already in my loops now, right? And make sure the system works. Once that's done, I'm going to re-enter, okay? And I could re-enter with $1,000. Typically, you'll get a 24% return of $240. But because I self-refer, if I do one wallet, I can make as much as 29% above that 240 instead of the 24%. If I do two wallets, I can pull out 31%. If I do three wallets, it starts to decrease, right, to 30%. Now, here's the cool part, guys. Now, if you only come in with $100, you really can't benefit from that, right? So I mentioned in a previous forum post that it might be a good idea for you guys, if you have small amounts to invest, to pool your money together so that you can actually walk away with a greater percentage. And I'm going to open up that opportunity today. I'll post a link in the forum. And if you guys want to participate, because I'm going to come in with my personal money, of course, I've opened the opportunity in the 2 prior months for DCS wallet holders to participate so they can invest and get a return from Bitnest with absolutely no risk. Well, what I'm going to be presenting here is going to be 100% risk because of Bitnest itself. However, we're going to do it in a way that we're able to not only walk away with 21%, but a greater percentage. Okay. So if I came in with $1,000 and I say next month I'm going to invest $1,000. Well, with that $1,000 alone, guys, if I commit to that 1,000, I'll be able to pull out 30.36%. But let me see, is that the max? If I did two wallets. Now, if I do two wallets, I'll be able to pull out 31%. So I will probably do two wallets and pull out 31% instead of 24%, meaning I will make $312 that month. Now, guys, if we pool our money together, not saying we got to do this, but if you're interested in doing it, we can do it. We start pooling our money together, get a group of you guys, come out and say, hey, let me put some money in. We can get up to perhaps $15,000. So what if I put 15,000? And just to demonstrate and show you guys that we can pull out a greater percentage within the same period of time. So let's say if that 8 wallets, we can get like 48%. What would it be? 9 wallets, 41%. 10 wallets. Okay, so 9% will probably be prime. Yeah, 10 wallets would be prime for this one, looks like. Yep, 10 wallets. If we have $15,000, all of us were able to lump our money together, put it in, make that deposit for a 15-day or 28-day loop, and we will be able, all of us, to walk away with a 41% return instead of 24%. That's close to doubling how much we put in. If we were able to pull out $50,000 or gathered $50,000, right? How much will we be able to pull out? See, just with 10 wallets, that would be in the 45% range. 11 wallets. Okay, that goes down. So 9 wallets. So yeah, 10 wallets would put us in that 44% range. All right, so this tool right here, guys, whether you want to kind of come together and pool your money together or not, this tool is available, particularly if you don't want to. And what you can do is just come out to the Digital Crypto Solutions forum. And in this forum, there's under other cryptos, we have the DeFi tokens and projects. If you click here, this is where I posted more ways to maximize your return on investment for Bitnest. So if you come out here, click this link. I do kind of go into detail telling you, hey, this is a high risk. I don't recommend it. But if you want that chart, just click here. It'll take you to that spreadsheet. You save it, and you'll be able to kind of manage your own or forecast your own returns for your Bitnest investment. Okay. And what I'm going to do, even while I'm doing this video here, Since I am out here, I go back to DeFi, tokens and projects. And under this, I'm going to just create a new post and call it Bitnest. Want to pool your assets. And I'll put mystify, so you guys will know it's me. Now, if you are a member or you have a group of friends or family that you want to get together and pool your own assets together, you can contact them, um, and you can post something in the forum similar to this. However, I wouldn't encourage just anyone to come out here and look at your post and trust you because they don't know you. But many of you guys know me, you know my reputation, and you know if you send some USDT to my wallet, you're going to get that back plus interest. Okay. So if you want to invest in Bitnest with the risk and a higher 28-day return, reply here and we'll make it happen. Because I'm going to reinvest, guys, at the end of the month, whether you want to reinvest or not, right? I'm gonna still continue to ride this train until it falls off. So let me post this real quick. So now that's out there. Anybody that's interested in pooling their assets, just display interest. You ain't got to put no wallet. You ain't got to send no money. This is just to gauge you guys' interest. Okay. So that post is now out there. And let's see how much further I got. So I have another 10 days before this particular loop here ends. Once this ends, as long as I get that money back, I'll be creating a new position in Bitnest and with my own personal assets. And if you guys want to join in, do head out to the Digital Crypto Solutions Forum and post your interest there. All right. But in all things, stay out of TitanX. If you're in it, get out of TitanX. If you're looking into it, don't waste your time or energy. You are buying a token that is going to continue to plummet to zero, or that is going to be highly manipulated by a few whales, the developer, or some influencers that get together, pump the price, get you to put your money in, and they take your money. You ain't gonna do that with Bitcoin, and to a certain degree, you're not gonna be able to do that with Bitnest. Only the devs behind that are going to be able to rug it, or the Ponzi-nomics starts to kick in. All right, guys, I think that's all I got for you in this video. Got any questions, comments, drop them in the comment section below. I'll also be leaving links to the link to this video here in the description, the link to this review, the higher BTC Trustpilot review. I'll be leaving a link to the forum, which you can go to and access that spreadsheet if you want to. All right, that's it for now, and we will holler on the next one. Peace out.